Sandra. How you doing, Sandra?
I am doing fantastic on this lovely Sunday morning, well, afternoon for me.
Morning for me. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you guys are gonna have a good Father's Day. Take your papa out, or you. Hope you guys get a good meal in and all that good stuff. Whatever you guys are gonna do. So it's been a while since we did a podcast. I've been able to, you had your trip, and then I cranked out a couple videos for you guys over the weekends. And as you saw, my videos kind of dwindled down towards the last couple of episodes because the fatigue of this series is real. So basically I dropped this podcast on you guys without any like warning, any videos telling you that we were going to do a podcast this Sunday. That's exactly how I feel when FX either announce like FX drops a season on us of Mayans. Now, we're going to talk season 4 finale, but I think we're going to talk about overall the series as well. And I know there's a lot. There is a. It's kind of crazy, I'm in fan groups of Facebook and all that stuff, Sandra, and I see what everybody, how the feelings towards the season, I mean, of course, when you're in a fan club of Mayans MC, there's a lot of positivity, which is great. It's good to look at the positive things when it comes to this show, and then you see my channel and everybody points out the negative things, and they do positive things too. But you also gotta really kind of reflect and really look in the mirror and say, is this series any good? Is this high caliber television? Is this is this product for is it really truly, like, are the fans okay with what we're having that we've had these last couple of seasons? Before we get into it, I'll let you guys know right now. I talked to Taylor, and you know what Taylor told me, Sandra? I asked her, like, "Hey, have you been watching Mayans?" And she said, "No, I quit after 3." I quit after 3. So if you guys want to know if Taylor's watching this, and you guys ask me, I wonder what Taylor's thoughts are, she quit, and I do not blame her. I do not. I can understand now why she just got tired of, because it's season 4 finale had some good stuff. There was some stuff I liked. Season 4 finale, though, was another kind of rush job, another promise that Elgin James has continued to do since last season. Um, but enough of what I thought of, because you can see my season 4 finale review. I would like to know what you thought of the season 4 finale, Sandra. What did you think about the whole thing? What do you think about what happened in that season finale?
Well, I was already kind of a disappointed from the second half of the season. I was very excited at the beginning of the season. Then
Mm-hmm.
my excitement started going down and down and down. And I sat down and I realized that the last episode was going to be an hour and a half. I'm like, okay, maybe they
Was
will
it an hour and a
surprise me.
half? Oh my
Yeah, it
god,
was an
what
hour
was
and a
it?
half.
Uh,
Yes.
oh man, I didn't even think it was an hour. Like, I saw like, I don't know when I looked at my phone, but I did see an hour in there. Damn, hour and a half.
Well, that was live on FX with the commercials and everything.
Yeah, I think a lot of people I think everybody can agree, whether it's like, you know, Facebook groups or here on YouTube, everybody agrees that the commercials are terrible. Like, they absolutely just diminished, like, watching this episode because of the commercials are just too much. They're too long. Yeah. Continue, Sandra. I'm sorry.
So I got excited a little bit, and then as the episode started, I saw the same thing over and over. It's like bits here, bits here, bits here, no consistency between like the storyline. There's too many storylines at the same time, and it's like, oh my god, like can we? So it's like almost being an ADD person that you don't know where to go, you don't know which one to follow. It was a complete mess.
Mm-hmm.
I got frustrated because to be not to get into the episode itself, but I didn't like the fact that they took literally 3 episodes from when they killed Coco to the funeral of Coco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, seriously, like, are you telling me that 3 weeks of show was literally like a couple of hours? No, it was not. Like, I didn't like that. Oh God, I was very disappointed. And to be honest,
I did like the Letty though. Letty
that
like really
yes,
letting him out, letting it out. You know, I like that.
but
I like that part.
that should have not happened 3 episodes after he died.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't like. Like, why we like forgetting about Coco for 3 episodes and then, oops, oh, by the way, remember Coco died.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
And
it's
then and
the
then and
go
then
ahead.
you had the Angel bang Letty that doesn't do anything for the story. It just has him like outside of the funeral, just kind of looking in. But what does that do? What like I want to put this out there because if you guys are watching, like, what do you feel about like Nestor being one of the pallbearers, right? Like Nest,
I did not understand that what so how a prospect?
I didn't get it. Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
did not
assuming
get
he
it.
took Angel's place, but like, still,
But
Angel should
still,
have
you
been doing that.
a-
Yeah,
apparently you have other members that we don't know their names, but apparently they're there. They should be members, not a prospect.
mm-hmm.
And then don't even get me started that it literally took. So if I'm not mistaken, we're season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Montez got killed at the end of season 2. The
Not
season
not.
finale,
I think it
the
was
season
Oh
finale of season 2, because season 3
no,
he
not
was
Montez. That was his cousin. Remember? So his cousin got killed in season 2. Season 3, Montez died in like the middle of the season because remember,
okay.
Paulo killed him. Yeah.
Okay, so even it took you a season and a half for Sons to realize that he's dead.
And then the explanation was weird.
That's why I'm saying, you know what? Let's get into the episode.
So we haven't heard this. I think last year they announced Mayans renewal before the finale.
Mm-hmm.
I have not. They have not announced. It hasn't been officially announced just yet that they're going to renew this series for season 5. It hasn't been officially announced at the time of this recording. Um, you know, it's getting really frustrating. I don't want to be a broken record and keep hammering the series down because like but we're at the point where you can't salvage this series. What you can do if they do get a season 5 is you can make the best season yet and like at least you go out with the bang. If they, I'm assuming they are going to get a season 5. I think FX will push it, just to wrap things up with Elgin because Elgin did want a season 5. He said he sees what he wants, how to end it. So I think they'll give him that at least. Maybe they'll shorten up the episodes, but they'll give him a season. And this is this is a this is a this is a series that just can't be salvaged anymore, in my opinion. Like it just the only thing you could do is make a really strong season to end with a bang. The problem with this season is just once again, like last season, just absolutely so many storylines. You have old characters and you have introduced new characters for the season, and it's just way too much. Like there is not a proper screen time for any of this. For any of this. And it all just builds up for this is a shock value show where they present something just to shock you at moments. Doesn't get the necessarily care or time to really have that. If they do a shock moment, it at least we here's the best example. This season I started to really like Manny. I thought Manny was actually he was warming up. It was warming up to me. I actually like the dynamic between him and Easy. I said in my reviews and all that stuff. I know he has another series, Ironheart. I don't even think he's gonna have that much to do in Ironheart, honestly. But I know he got cast in Ironheart, the new Marvel series. But the way they that was that yeah, he got cast, but they filmed this show they knew exactly, where him and his agents knew what they were going to do. But to bring a character in like this and knowing he has a little bit of a following, I mean, everybody knew who he was before I started reviewing this season, and then to really like this guy, and then just to absolutely do him so dirty at the end of this, in the finale where they burn him. That could have been a powerful moment if I don't know, Manny was in Mayans from the get-go, or at least 2 seasons of Mayans. Then I would have been absolutely like, damn, that would have been a crazy death. But because he was only here for not only 1 season, but and not for every single episode, you haven't, and you don't really, you know what? He says he has a daughter. He says he'd do anything for his daughter. We saw none of that. It was tell not show. It would have been more impactful if we actually saw him with this kid or anything like that. And you kill him off. You kill him off. You kill him off, and it's a waste. It's an absolute waste of that character. And do not get me started on JJ. Oh
So
my god.
so let's go back to before you started on your rant. So apparently there is going to be a season 5 as per JD Pardo on Twitter.
Well, of course JD
Apparently,
wants it. JD
no,
is the
no,
star
but
of the show.
apparently he came out and said that you will find out what's happening in season 5. Then somebody says, do you know something we don't know? He says, I know it all. So I don't know what that means, but that's here and there. If you are bringing a season 5, bring one freaking storyline, and it's the war between Mayans and S.O.A. That's it. I don't want bullshit outside the box. I don't need anything else. Go with that storyline, and you might salvage the whole show on itself.
Yeah.
By El Vaquero, that was a waste of freaking time and energy, because for him to just see him like sinking in the pool and getting slashed by a Delita, I thought it was going to be something big when he got introduced in season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Waste of time. Let's not get started with the whole Emily on the like going all over and
All right. Well, we're
that.
here for the finale. Like Emily's storyline. Like, why it's just for her to be devastated because of Miguel coming back. Like I said, she was there for Miguel to come back, and then of course take the son. I knew he was gonna get the son. I didn't know they were gonna kill off the sister. That should have been switched places. That should have been a death where Emily's death. It should have switched places right there. Like, cause who cares about the sister? She was literally just introduced last season, and then you bring her in, and it's characters that they present, and there's potential. If you're going to introduce a character, there is
There
potential
is.
to like with JJ, with Manny, with El Vaquero. I'm absolutely with you. I thought El Vaquero was going to do something great.
Yeah.
He was very over the top, but he was a good over the top. Like he was a nice little over the top, and
Yes. When
nothing.
when they introduced him and he was the one that the Mayans went and had to tell him that they killed the accountant and everything, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have some revenge there.
And here it is again. The accountant being a sexual predator or whatever. What did I say in my video? Did we necessarily need that? Because it did nothing. It didn't. I
No.
thought it would mentally scar Angel, especially since he was going to be a dad.
Yeah.
Did that? I don't think the writers even thought of that, of doing that. How
I
stupid are they?
you know what? To be honest, I've been an Angel character fan since day one.
Mm-hmm.
This year, it's been useless because yes, we found out that he changed everything, and we found out that his kid, blah blah blah. But as far as a member of the club, what did he do or not do this year?
He did.
Season one, season one, he was all well about like helping Adelita to get the drugs and have the side job, and then helping his brother, and like. But this season, what did Angel show up for?
Well, it's confusing because Easy, first of all, was like, go to your kid, or like go with Nails at the time and stuff.
Yeah,
But now and then he's trying to have both sides. He's trying to have like the whole damn cake. He's like, go to your kid, but I need you, Angel. You're either in or out. Like
yeah.
He's threatening his own brother in season finale, which I guess you get more sympathetic points to Angel because you've seen his brother like really like. There's no turning back for Easy. This is the season where he is a straight out. I don't want to say a villain because they're all villains in this in the S.O.A world. You know, they're all villains. Even Jax was villain. He was just sympathetic, or you could kind of relate, especially with the death of Terra and stuff. And you've had all those seasons to build up. See what I'm saying? You had all these seasons to build up like major deaths, right? You had all these seasons to build up Terra's death, and you understood why Jax went on a rampage like that. You know, you saw the
Yes.
lies and the corruption and all that stuff. Then you have Gabby's death, which was built up in like a season and little spurts here and there of this season. Like we didn't even see Gabby in this season, and then they kill her
Gabby
off.
showed up in one freaking episode.
Yeah. Oh well, her physically, yes, she did have that note with that she gave
Yeah,
Felipe,
but
but that was it.
I don't know.
I know. And then you got Potter coming in, Lincoln Potter, yes. Yeah, Potter come in for one episode, and I honestly thought he might have been like they might have brought him. I thought they were going to bring him more episodes, and they were going to kill him
Yeah.
off.
What did that do for us?
Doesn't do anything. I'm sorry, guys. Like people who are defending the show are not seeing how bad the writing is. Like I really wanted to look the first two episodes once again, like last season. I really was I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yes.
We're gonna. This might be a really good. I'm gonna. There. It was very. Like I said, you have to suspense believability, especially with that raid and the Civil War in the beginning and stuff. But boy, did it fall apart. It was ridiculous. It was. Let's get into the. Go
Hold
for
on
it.
a second. Remember, episode 1 and 2 of this season, they were based on one storyline: the war. Everything had to do with the Mayans and the war and how they were going to get out of it and how they were going to live together and how that's what it makes it so awesome, and that's why there was a lot of potential. Then they went down to like 17 storylines, and then what? This is where we are now.
What war was that? Really a war?
Well,
It was.
it was supposed to.
Like what is war to everybody? Some people say that was war. That was retaliation.
No.
Retaliation. That
No.
was war. If you're a proper war story, or at least a proper like gang related war stories, you see the planning, you see the characters and how they're gonna execute this plan. But if a really good one in today's standards, if you're a writer, you have both sides. There's both sides to that war aspect, right? So it would have been phenomenal that we've covered this already. If actually they brought everybody back from Charming, that's a war to me. There's deaths in both sides. You already know the characters from S.O.A, so you don't really have to do much. This show is all about the Mayans characters, so that's a proper war. But what they give us is Terry is the other guy that's with him who gets shot in the face outside talking about his daughter. Talk, not show. You have this supposed war that is when Coco's death, right? Just them getting out of the car, shooting them up. And like you have Easy go, they killed our brother, blah blah blah. Like, and then you have Alvarez, which is a great idea. You know, him saying, "No, I've seen war. This is not a good idea."
Yeah.
The problem is it's not enough of it. It's not enough of it. There's not enough carnage to this war. There's not enough build up or like execution. There's like, I mean, I like some of the shots and stuff. Example. Easy in the finale and Sophia are riding on his bike, and then the S.O.A car pulls up, which the guy actually, I don't know what's Elgin James is. I don't know if he actually even likes S.O.A or just really has a beef with Kurt, because he has that one guy look like Jax when Hank shoots him. He has this guy who shoots at Easy and Sophia. He kind of looks like Clay a little bit. I don't know if it's a fun little nod or he just doesn't give.
But wait a second. You know, when you were saying like believable, unbelievable, please don't tell me that the S.O.A guy could have not shot Sophia.
Well, that's what I'm
one
getting
shot.
to. That's what I'm getting to. He literally was right. Like Sophia should be dead at least. At least Sophia should be dead.
Yes.
He shoots point blank
Yeah.
range. And I think he had a shotgun at that. I think he had a shotty. And he misses. And not only that, the dumbasses get killed themselves.
Yeah.
What is going on with this show? Like, it's so frustrating. I try to be positive. You know, everybody asks me, well, why are you still watching it? Because I'm watching Titanic sink, and it's amusing to me. Like, just how they just messed up so bad. This is not, if you're a fan of S.O.A. And just this world and what Kurt Sutter created, this is not for the, this is like a slap to the face, honestly. This is like telling you guys are gonna, we're just gonna feed you whatever and you're gonna take it. Like, I wanted to believe that Elgin James could handle this, but obviously he can't. And then it makes me question my other videos. Like I said, I still believe that there could have been a showrunner to come in and really, like, I think they needed a vet. They needed somebody like Vince Gilligan, like a Vince Gilligan coming into this and just really, like, just knowing, having a clear path. Because of course, I think Kurt Sutter had this had this vision, and would he have done better? That's the question that everybody wants to answer. And after seeing these last two seasons, I can't argue to say, like, before I was like no, but now I'm just like probably he probably could have done better, because it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts how this supposed war, and then the Civil War, I thought it might continue because there were still tensions. That was gone. That just, like, the tension and all that stuff was done. Maybe after the raid, right? After the raid, when Mayans and when Conche dies.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then you have this turn with Easy too, where he's now, I mean, he's a straight out, he's a killer. He's a savage right now. He's really like, it blows my mind though, Sandra, how one season he went from vice president to straight out took over as president. I knew they were going to do the kill switch on Marcus.
Yes,
I
we
knew that
knew
was going to
that.
happen. I'm glad that he's not dead. I'm very shocked that Bishop didn't die this season, but I'm actually pretty happy because out of all these characters, I really like Marcus, Bishop, shit, who else? Like, those two, I really, really, really like. You know, I really like. I think those are the two. Oh, Manning. Manning was a good one too, until they fucking killed him off. And the slap in the face is like, I think Isaac. They bring back Isaac. They bring back Isaac.
Well, we knew
We said he's not
last
dead.
season. Yes.
Yes, we said he wasn't dead.
We knew last year he was used to be, he was part of the Suns. We knew that some way, somehow he would get back. And it's literally like, I think that he showed up and, like, we knew exactly when he was, like,
Steelers.
torturing Coco. So it was like the episode 9 of season 3. And it took literally like a full season and one episode to see him back with the cut on.
Oh man, like, yeah, because what did I say, Sandra? I said, well, everybody says he's dead, dude. He's dead. Like, dude, like, we did not even see, if you don't see a body, and he was holding his neck, if he's not, that means he's probably still alive, and they're gonna bring him in. I did not think they just brought him in for the finale. They mentioned a sponsor, right? And everybody's like, I thought it might be just take because it's so late in the game to introduce Isaac, right? How about you get rid of some of these characters you like, JJ, and bring Isaac into the fold? And bringing Isaac into this fold, I know the whole situation with Coco, the actor, you know, he was done, and I don't blame him. He was done. He's doing his coffee business.
Let's go back to Coco. As a writer, producer, whatever, you can have a beef with a character. That's fine and dandy. But you still have to understand, you have a following, you have a crowd, you have fans over. Mm-hmm. So if you have a beef, I understand, but you still have to think about how you have to present that to the fans in a storyline that you already have. Coco's been there since day one. Coco was a major character because he was one of the 4 with Easy, Gilly, Coco, and Angel. Those were the 4 main ones that we found out in season 1. Mm-hmm. You had season 3 by himself. He didn't like interact with nobody because he had his drug storyline.
which was
And then
terrible.
this year, that's what you do with him?
Well, you
Like
know what?
you have no respect for your fans when you decide to do whatever you want because you have a beef with an actor.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you presented that whole Coco line last season, and you could have actually justified that by bringing Isaac into the fold of the war. You could have had Coco on the Mayans end, helping the Mayans, with this war, and now Isaac's in here, in the middle of the season. But the whole situation, things happen where, you know, it at least, at least Richard, did a scene, his death scene. He didn't have to, but at least he like did it. It's just a mess, man. It's just a
But you
mess.
know what? For that scene, have Isaac kill Coco.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would have been even a better
Absolutely.
connection if you
Absolutely.
had him be the one killing
You
Coco. Then it's his revenge.
you could have had the same shot, right, of Terry and the boys shooting up the Mayans, and you could have had Coco in that shot with his face dead, and then you could have panned back up, and you could have had Isaac's face revealed. Absolutely. Absolutely. But these writers are stupid. They're very dumb. They're very dumb. I'm sorry. Like, if you guys like this season, I don't know how you like this season. I'm not gonna say like all other reviewers. Oh, if you like it, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine to feed these creators, these writers, and letting them know we're all fine and dandy as long as I get my cake and eat it. That cake tastes like shit, and I'm not gonna eat that shit. Like, this is ridiculous. This is like 4 seasons in, and if you get a season 5, you don't deserve a season 5. Why do we have all these storylines? Okay, so Coco's death, right? Very, very dirty. The funeral at the finale, very, very whatever.
Okay, hold on a second. Talking about the funeral, don't you think Hope should have been there too?
Um, I it's kind of funny. Well, Hope, yes, but like, of course, she went back to her drugs and all that stuff.
Yeah, but also again, remember this is what I don't like. Like the last time we saw Hope, she was in bed with Letty crying, and they actually made up as, you
Hmm.
know what, I need you, you need me together. That's the last time we saw Hope.
Yeah, and then like her clothes were on the bed, and then she left, and
Correct. But
I.
then we found her, she's in the streets
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to shoot up, and you see Letty coming and save her.
Yeah,
That
I was fine with it. I was fine with that,
I
honestly.
was not fine. We should have seen more of Hope and Letty through
Towards the
the
end.
shooting till the season. Yes, I don't
Well,
think that season 6 and season 10 was enough for like Hope and Letty.
look at this. Like, what the hell is the point with Gilly and his brother's wife and the son? Like, what? We didn't see him after. What was it when he's making the bed? I think that was
Yeah,
it,
he's showing him how to do a proper bed.
and that was it. We don't see him. Like, I thought they were gonna be in finale. Like, I thought, first of all, I thought he was gonna bang her, and he doesn't. Gilly, oh my god, and then I look at the other side of that table on the season finale when everybody's voting out Marcus, and I'm like, where the hell's Hank been? What has Hank been doing? Nothing. Creeper with this Fed chick is really dumb. Like, it's really like, I'm supposed to believe that she fell in love with him. It was honestly, it felt like more of a bang, and just I do respect. I do like the scene though. He doesn't talk. He says, "Hey, I'm going
That's
down."
so SOA.
That's SOA. That's
That's so
SOA.
SOA. Like,
And
come
that's
on,
that
seriously?
was but that was good though. That was like, that's what I want.
Yes,
That's what I
but
want.
you cannot put one good scene into a freaking like last episode of a season like that.
The problem with it was the execution and build up.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't enough. Like, you
Uh-uh.
really, I felt hollow. Like, I felt like, oh, really cool with Creeper, but do I really give a shit? Not really. Not really. I don't really care. I just don't. There's a lot of things that I just don't really care for this season. Um, they brought Miguel in just because he finally finds out that the Reyes brothers are his brothers, and I said in my review that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not like he grew up with them. He knows them, but don't make a mistake. He'll put a bullet on both of them.
Well,
He
no,
it,
because now that he knows that they're brothers, that's gonna make change him completely.
it shouldn't because they killed his mom. He knows they killed his
Sarcastic
mom.
face here. Sarcastic
Oh,
face
sarcastic.
here.
Yeah, sorry. I have I have it the dimmer break down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oh my god. I don't want to rant, but I'm gonna rant because then whoever's here, you just gotta listen. You just gotta take it, I guess. What other okay, let's talk about Marcus. This is our favorite character. I'm glad he didn't die. Um, this is the dumbest thing though. Like everybody votes him out, and he's the one that saved them in the freaking beginning of the season. And why is everybody riding with Easy? Everybody knows his plans freaking fail. Everybody knows, like, why did Hank side with Easy? What is there? What relationship is there where because Coco's death and they want the war?
But there's none. There was never anything to do with Hank and Easy. Never.
Not only that, do these mofo's forget Coco left and they kicked him out last season? And yet you guys are all heartbroken. He was a brother and all that. Like
They didn't watch the season 3, so they didn't know.
they didn't know. They
No.
saw a script and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
let's just do that. Um, dude, yeah, it's oh my god. So Marcus gets the kill switch on him. We all knew that, so he gets voted out. Um, I don't think he's done. And then what's funny is Nestor. He brought Nestor in as a prospect,
Yeah.
and well, Nestor's here and there sprinkled in, doesn't really get any shine, but that's how the writers do it. And I do like the shot where he puts his cut on the motorcycle and he closes the garage. And I told you, Sandra, and I told everybody, like, the guy has changed. Yes, he's gotten softer because he literally killed his son. And he's regretted that since he had his son die, or he set him up. He regretted that. He regrets it to the day. So, of course, here's the thing, right? When you're young and you're maybe in your 30s and you're even maybe a little bit in your 40s, you have that energy where you want to just do many things, or you maybe you missed out on a lot of things in your youth, and you just like you're gung ho rebel, and you just want to do stuff, right? But then when you start getting a little bit older, you start having the perspective and the mindset of like you kind of see the world a little bit differently than you did in like your early years. So Marcus is kind of like that to me, where he sees things so much differently now that he's gotten older. He straight out tells Easy like this is not the way. This war is not you're getting your brothers killed. I'm trying to it's gonna happen, but I'm trying to save as many as I can. And then like his
But
relationship with Tig.
so what is behind Marcus' mind is Jax. Jax wanted to end the war.
And
Like
Jax,
that's what he wanted for the future of all the
yes,
clubs.
and this series has tarnished the legacy of Jax,
Yeah.
tarnished it. The only thing that's remaining of his legacy is his boys not being in the club. That is the saving grace.
Yeah.
But everything has gone downhill. So once again, okay, so talking about Marcus, let's get into it. We knew Tiggy was going to be saved for the season finale. And what does he do? What did we think he was going to do? He was going to have less than 10 minutes of screen time, come in, do his thing, and go out. Has Kim Coates said that he was going to, keep going?
So
No.
it's funny you mentioned that because he has this podcast with Theo Rossi, and they were doing the rewatch
Yes.
Of Mayans. And actually, that was a conversation that came up, I think, really early, like before season 4 even thought of anything. And Kim Coates said, if I'm gonna replay my Tig character, it has to be a good storyline and a long one. I don't want to do a one-time deal. That's it. That's all. And what are we getting? Exactly the opposite of what he wanted.
It's lies. They always say that shit. You know, if money talks all the time.
I agree, but again, why? So, did you realize that they pushed that promotion of Tig on episode 7? So that is what they wanted. They wanted all the Suns fans to get back into watching Mayans because Tig's gonna be there. So you have episode 7, episode 8.
Well, you can't
episode
blame
9.
FX. I mean, FX. It's a marketing ploy. It's
But
something
they
they
did the
needed to
same with
do.
Chips. They did the same with Chips. Like
They
they did
needed
the
to do it.
promotion.
Because the show can't stand on its own.
Correct, but the problem you're getting is that by doing that, you're just frustrating more all those S.O.A's fans, and they're gonna say like, "This is fucking shit" as a series.
I don't blame FX. I blame Elgin James. Like Elgin James should have sat down with this writer and said, "We need Tig in the middle of the season and like really get this started." You know, FX is just doing their job, trying to fucking salvage any ratings they can. Well, it's FX's job for promoting Elgin James or like, you know, agreeing to that. But this is TV show 101. You know, if your show is not doing very good, what do? You bring in a nostalgic character. You bring in Happy. You bring in Chips. You bring in Montez. You bring in Tig, you know? And Tig suffocating Terry, which should be dead. And some of the worst CGI I've ever saw. Because I went back to the clip when they're shooting in the hospital. And oh my God, the CGI is god awful. And we'll talk about the CGI of the burning warehouse in a minute. The CGI in that clip is so bad. And Terry straight out gets shot like right in the chest. He should be dead. And then Tig comes in and does his weird shit and then like suffocating him. And the nurse just like kind of looks away, you know, after he does some funny lines and stuff. Oh, yeah. And then he talks to Marcus. I think the Marcus conversation is the one that we all were looking forward to.
Yes.
And it's just stupid.
Well,
if you listen to it, it's kind of dumb. You know, like I thought you guys, you know, like they didn't know why they're in a war. They didn't know why they're in a war.
But that's the thing. Like now, S.O.A. finally brings up to Marcus about you guys shot Montez, and Marcus' face is priceless. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, because he has no clue. So before you go into a fucking war like this, that should have been brought up. Like, hey, dude, apparently you guys are killing my guy. But
yeah,
but it's I don't know.
How many of us thought that Jessie was going to be outed by the end of the season? And what do? They don't out her. Like finding out about like how this.
They give you the little like sparkle of hint that Nestor knows that something's up with Jessie.
It's again like you gotta watch next season. I'm like, why do I care? I don't give a shit. Like what we should have had was Taza fucking confessing.
Yes, but hold on a sec. About the shooting of Terry should have been dead in that elevator.
Totally should be done. Yeah.
It should. I think it's because we don't know who shot whatever, but the shooting part is as bad as the one of Sophia. Okay, dude, you're like what, 3 feet away? You're not telling me you cannot shoot him to kill him?
That CGI reminded me of like this one Chappelle episode where he has Wayne Brady come on and they do a skit. And then Wayne Brady's like, it's kind of like a training day scene. And then Wayne Brady goes, "Break yourself, motherfucker." And it's a guy outside. He's like, "Oh shit, Wayne Brady." And then like he shoots him with the AK-47 and the CGI is so, it's comically bad. Like it's purposely supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be like some like 5-year-old did that CGI. Yeah. And then, but this was not supposed to be purposely bad in that clip, and it's so bad. The CGI is so bad, and Terry should be dead. Like it doesn't, like I said, okay, characters that. So yeah, Jessie in here, and she has this moral dilemma. Like, oh my god, like it's so dumb. It's so. Why do we need it? Why do we need it? And let's go to Taza. Taza just becomes nomad and just rides off to the sunset, and we're supposed to feel something when he's leaving at the end of that episode. I'm like, what? Like, why is Bishop not saying anything? Why is he not saying anything? Why would you even have Taza confess at the end of season 3?
he's at odds with his primo, so he's not gonna say anything.
It's very stupid. I don't know if Easy really kind of like told him in that trailer if he was going to be VP, or because there was a shocked face of Bishop when Easy was like, "Oh, I want you.
Yeah.
We know you're a leader," and then Easy says, "That's my VP," you know, so switches it up on him. I like that he did give Bishop VP again. Or he gave him VP. I'm sorry, he gave him VP because Taza was VP when Bishop was president. Um, and then but I was like, I'm surprised you didn't give it to your brother. You know how much you need him. Um, but I get it because he said you're a leader. We all know how you lead and all blah blah blah, blah all that stuff.
He's a
Um,
leader. That's what he showed up when he got removed the patch. He was still a leader for himself.
oh yeah, he said, but I don't know. Bishop's. I like Bishop. I like I like how he's kind of like he's got out of his funk a little bit, but I don't know. It doesn't warrant for me to like say, oh, I love this series because of Bishop is like at least still alive or whatever. So Easy, let's go to Easy real quick because it's gonna tie into another character that was just is so mind boggling why they introduced this guy. Oh my god, it is so dumb. They introduced JJ, and JJ wants work and dangles like the deal Easy made, and you have his girlfriend who's constantly yelling at him with the kids and all that stuff, and like she shows up too, and Sophia like lies for Easy and blah blah blah. Why you introduce JJ? Why is JJ in this show? What was the whole point of that? To
I
show,
guess,
you know what it is? To show Easy is a savage. That's it. That's all JJ's purpose was. Shock value, in my opinion.
but again, did we need that? Did we
We
need another
didn't.
storyline?
Like the Conche thing was like enough, and Gabby was enough. And don't get me started with Gab. We're not going to talk about Gabby because that was just a
No,
stupid
let's not
ass
talk
like.
about Gabby.
But Conche and Gabby were enough. Why do you need or JJ in here for Easy to kill him? Why? Like, there's so many whys this season, and I just can't believe it. So JJ comes in and he gets shot, and then okay, so Easy, right? Ezekiel. Let's talk Ezekiel. It's so crazy how in the beginning of the first season he has like this like crazy memory and blah blah blah, and he has these flashbacks. Like the first kind of like you could see that they're trying to set this guy up as being one of the smartest members of the crew. I don't think he was meant to like all his plans to fail like that. He's really his plans fail a lot. There's a couple he's executed, but there's a lot. So everything starts. You see a little bit of his aggressiveness when he kills Dita. When he kills Dita and strangles her and all that stuff, you see that salvagery. Yes, have seen Easy go a dark path, but this season is like there. But there was always like a door open where he would be he would be kind of like a respected, smart leader, but now he's going in there trying to lead in fear. Right? This is a complete opposite of Jax. Because Jax, yes, you could fear him, but you could relate to him and you could roll with him. That's why Chibs loved him. That's why Tiggy loved him. That's why Happy loved him. Bobby loved him. And not only probably because they seen this guy grow up, it's a totally different lifestyle. It's like Easy barely just came into this after, jail time and stuff. But Easy, where's the I don't see scenes where Creeper loves him. I don't see scenes with Hank drinking beers with him. I don't see scenes of any of these guys riding bikes at all with each other. There's nothing like that to make he's ruling out of fear. He's ruling now out of also playing with the idea of like they want war. I'm going to use that. So like I said in the beginning, he is power hungry. He got a taste of it, and I knew he's going to want more of it. And I knew it was going to corrupt him, and it was going to sink him down more and more and more, where now they're presenting him as there's no going back. He's going to die. He's going to die. He's going to be that at some point if they do get a season 5 and they wrap it up. He's dead. He's a dead man who's leading a Santo Padre charter that's so small and can get wiped out no problem with all the SOA charters. And then you also have all the other charters from Mayans who don't necessarily like Easy, who don't, that Civil War tension has to still be kind of there. But I guess because the SOA members are going after him, they maybe would ride with them. But Easy is I don't know, man. I don't know about Easy anymore, honestly. I just don't like, I don't necessarily hate him. I never loved him. I liked him. I never loved him. But I don't know. I don't know, Sandra. I don't know about this character anymore. I don't know what. I never thought he was a good protagonist. I never thought he should have been the lead. I saw in a comment in Facebook, somebody put, we should have got a Marcus Alvarez prequel of how he formed the Mayans. I would have loved to see that if they were going to go that route. Because I told you how many times that Marcus should have been the lead the whole time. And
Yes,
then
for sure.
you could have brought a lot of these characters and really developed a lot of his underlings, right? Because eventually, and you could have beautifully had him either you could have killed him off if it was a good series, or you could have had him step down and somebody take over the president role, you know, by developing his underling. And they tried to do that with Easy, but Marcus wasn't the main focus. There was nothing there to really have that moment, that Game of Thrones King of the North moment. They never set that up. It never happened. And I think Marcus prequel would have been fantastic. But I don't know, Sandra, what do you think about Easy? Like, Easy's just, I don't know. I don't know anymore,
I it's very weird because remember S.O.A. Jax, when he was reading about like his father's stories, and he had some empathy, and like he was like thinking straight, and then OP's killing changed him completely.
Yeah.
That's what you see with Easy. Easy was the one with the heart, the one with the family, the one with everything. And then he changed. So, but the way they built it with Jack made sense.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're building it with Easy doesn't make sense because they're trying to do everything too fast without explaining it the correct way.
Yeah. So you think Coco's death was really hitting him that hard? I never got that feeling at all. Like, I don't think Coco's. I don't think it doesn't
Easy.
really.
Easy couldn't give a shit about Coco in season 3.
Mm-hmm.
If he really
Are you okay, man? Are you all right, man? You sure? Like, don't fucking worry, buddy.
If he really cared about Coco,
yeah,
he would have been the one doing like what Gilly did and went to get him out of the drugs. He didn't.
Yeah, and Gilly's like wasted potential too. Creeper, I don't know. Let's take some comments. Let's hear what everybody else thoughts. If you guys have questions about just the overall season, or questions for us,
the chat is blowing up.
Yeah, let's take some. I wanted to really get into this chat. This is a podcast that we want to hear your guys' thoughts on the season. You guys know our thoughts, but we want to hear what you guys thought. Albert's just trolling. Albert says best season ever. He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch Mayans. Albert, we just did a podcast for the Obi-Wan episode 5 and / Miss Marvel episode 2. So if you guys are watching those series, go check that out on my channel. I'm gonna have a big Game of Thrones couple videos coming out because of the announcement of Jon Snow might getting a spinoff, and I used to be a huge Game of Thrones fan until season 8 was a garbage. So you're gonna get my thoughts on that. All right, so Fry, what's up, Fry? Happy Father's Day to everybody. That's right, everybody who's on the chat, happy Father's Day if you're a dada or if you have a dada. So happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to Tig and Alvarez, the best fathers out there. Even though Tig got his daughter like severely burned. So that should have been Coco's death. Vegan, that was earlier on when Manny's death. Manny's death. It should have been Coco's death. I think I love Sandra's idea though. They could have introduced Isaac. That would have been if they're gonna do shock value, at least make sense, Joker. I think Manny's death was meant to Coco's death. They killed off because behind the scenes issues. I think they knew. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they knew prior to the season that Richard wasn't gonna like be on board the whole season. So I don't think. I think Manny's death was still planned. It was just really stupid. It was really dumb to introduce this character. I don't. Maybe they didn't know that how much a lot of people were gonna like him, but why introduce him in the first place? You know. It was just. It was really done. Dumb. Lincoln Potter says, "Hola, you bastard, you." Diego Martinez, Coco was done so dirty. Agree. But what are you gonna do? Felipe, biker wars don't have that many killings in real life. That's true, but this is a show, and I would like this show to like stray away from the soap opera stuff and more of like an HBO kind of stuff. You know, where it still has that drama, but um, it has good writing and good and deaths that make sense. You know, SOA was SOA wasn't 100% the greatest too. Like they had some weird ass storylines and all that stuff, but I think they had more good than bad. You know.
But S.O.A, they took the time to explain everything. Like they took the time to explain to you the Zobel whole
Uh huh.
storyline. They
Yeah.
explained to you the Niners. They explained to you in one season, so there was less left, right, center, different storylines. They
Yeah.
focused more, so that's why it did. It ended up being the correct way.
Plus, like you had more characters that you were more invested into, and then they all interacted in a lot of those conversations. One conversation I always go back and watch the clip of is Piney's death when Clay comes in. Like that's a very underrated scene. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna say with Mayans? You know, Mayans is like these characters are just bland. You know, Diego Martinez. That wasn't war. Wars what Sons had with Zobel. Talking about Zobel. There was more war with season 3 of Mayans. Yeah, there was. I mean, I guess there is one memorable scene. One memorable scene was in Mayans was the hotel fight. That was actually a good scene. I liked that. I enjoyed that. And then the Civil War just it was really it just ends. It just goes. What's up, Tinoco? I was with my boy Tinoco last night. We're having a couple drinks, and I was feeling, I'm surprised I'm up this early. But yes, I am a Raider fan. Go Raiders. A lot of Raider coverage this season, especially with the hype season that we're going to have from this channel. Which I do sports as well. Big love, Ron Mitchell. He had a shotgun, so it's no way he misses her. I knew it was a shotgun. Like, how the hell do you miss her? Look at the scene. Pause it. He's literally right there. So stupid. I thought Sophia at least would die. But then I guess that's another character that comes in and out, right? It was a big slap. Bell Pepper says they did Coco so wrong. Notice Richard doesn't promote the show. The writer's destroying the show. Yes, that is very true. He usually promotes and does a lot of interviews and blah blah blah. He didn't do it this season. I don't blame him. Felipe, Kurt Sutter messed up the show from the start when he made Easy a rat. A lot of people do absolutely hate Easy because he is a rat. I still think, yeah, I don't think Kurt Sutter in the beginning, I still don't think it was that great, even when he was on. It possibility because there is a possibility it could have gotten a lot better, especially for these seasons. I just felt like it was just the wrong pick of a showrunner, and I don't know where they got these writers from. I really have to dig to see who these. I think there's like new writers too, multiple writers this season. It was just bad. Get the guy that worked on The Shield. Him and Kurt worked well together. So another writer from The Shield, because it wasn't just Kurt doing The Shield. Bishop, Marcus Manny, and Creeper. Coco was done so dirty. Little Tyrone says season was trash. It wasn't a good season. I would say it was probably one of the worst seasons for sure. It's just another Mayan season, this is probably what made Coco leave. What's your favorite football team? The Raiders, of course. Fro, it was entertainment at the very least. I do agree with you until you said it's not okay if you like this season. It's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. This is not a good season. This is not entertaining. It's not entertaining to be so frustrated with a season like this. It is not entertaining. I don't want to come in here. I love to praise stuff. Look at some of my videos on this channel. When I love something, I absolutely love praising the hell out of it. I haven't done movie reviews lately, but I saw Top Gun Maverick. Oh my god, so much better than the first one, and so good, so good. The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie, fantastic. The Chippendale Rescue Ranger movie blew my mind. So like I love praising stuff. I love really like just, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'm not gonna do this to you guys and be like every other YouTuber says. If you guys like it, that's okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not. Like if you love S.O.A. and you love this world, don't feed these people comments like, "Hey, it was a pretty good entertainment." It wasn't. It wasn't. It was. It was. It was little spurts here and there. It is a very, very mishandled series. So, but hey, if you like it, you like it. So, in S.O.A., Isaac patched over sons from Devil's Tribe with Jury. It's weird now that they're saying he's Packer's brother, and in the Purdue charter. So yeah, we
That's
yeah.
the thing that it's missing is the consistency between, like, if you have a story, keep with that story. Don't decide to change left, right, and center. Like, that's what I have the hardest time with. Like, if Isaac was to, we knew he was an SOA. Well, don't change now the story of, like, that's my biggest beef about that.
Hey, kudos to the fans though that pointed out that Isaac did have that Reaper tattoo.
Yes.
Kudos to the fans. They know the shit. If you want realism, Hope is a junkie. She's gonna relapse. No,
Correct. Well,
listen.
you know
Like
what?
there is people that could change their lives. Come on.
Correct, but I do agree that after having your boyfriend killed, you might relapse. I
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
understand
That's a
that.
big thing. Yes, yes.
That's a big thing, and I agree and I understand. But don't keep like 3 episodes away from, like,
Yeah,
she's crying to now she's in the streets.
that's true. Like you got to show at least the relapse, and
Yes,
then
yes,
like just having her clothes there on the bed, and then like, oh, she's gone, and then like a couple episodes later, like, oh wait, Hope is. I forgot she
yes,
was still in this.
correct.
Like Nestor, like, oh, I forgot Nestor was still in this.
Yeah.
Facts about Hank. You're damn right. Facts about Hank. Big love. I'm wondering if Creeper goes to prison and ultimately finds out Easy is a rat. So that's a lot of people's theories that Creeper is going to be the inside man, basically. Um, he probably will find out. I hope. I mean, I don't know anymore with these writers. Who knows? And then, like, you think he would tell his brothers? Maybe he did. I'm not sure that he was going to do this because he really just because you have to warn him, right? Like, yo, I slept with the Fed and she's trying to bring us all down, so they have eyes on you, right? You would have to tell them, but
Well,
we didn't
that's
get it.
that's the part of the whole show of the Mayans is they don't show you what they should be showing you.
No, no, very dumb. The emo junkies and Mayans are the equivalent of the kids and scooters of Boba Fett. Nah, the kids and scooters of Boba Fett were garbage, man. It was so bad. What was Robert Rodriguez thinking on that? But I get what you're saying. Yeah, like you thought Hope was gonna go back to Meth Mountain, and like Isaac's not in Meth Mountain anymore. So I don't know. Creeper was no weak link after all. He wasn't. I never even thought he was the weak link. Honestly, if they were gonna go after anybody, they should have went after Hank. He's a freaking mama's boy. He just turned on Marcus for no apparent reason. Because somebody in the comments, I'll get to it, said like, remember when Hank told Marcus, "We need you, Patrino." Guess not. He's the
No.
weak link. And then he had a crybaby attitude with Nails. Oh my god. Richard was promised to have a bigger, as better role. He probably saw that spirit only. Isaac appeared only in the last episode and got annoyed. And I know I would have if I was him. That's speculation. I don't know that, but I mean, Coco is a fan favorite, so why not give him a little bit of a bigger role? Better. I know he wanted to do the drug thing, but it just didn't work. Marcus was done dirty, absolutely done dirty, absolutely. But it's not a shocking. I'm not shocked by it. I'm not shocked at all by that.
But you know what? When they did the most dirty on the actual character itself is when they pulled him out and made him like the bitch of Galindo. That was the biggest dirty.
Yeah, he should have never gone on that suit.
That story should have never happened.
I did like how he like pulls a gun on Galindo, but it's kind of funny how like where did he come from? You know, I did like it though. I did like him, like motherfucker. Season 3 and season 4 is so trash. I think season 3 was actually maybe better than this season.
Better than 4.
Yeah, I think there was a. I think the visually it was better too. I think the cinematography was really on point in that season. Creeper story comes on its his word against her BS. I mean, they have all that, and you could even say the writers are going to spin this right, or the interviewers or Elgin James is probably going to say, "Oh well, there was no police officers and none of this stuff because they were watching Mayans the whole time. That's why nobody came after him after the hospitals." Shut up, Elgin. I know you probably didn't say that yet, but if you do, don't just shut up. Diego, why didn't he mention Montez? There's only a little snippet of Montez. That's it. Just a little snippet of Montez. That's it. You know. Oh my God. I like how Paquero came up for air and asked for a towel before he died, but didn't know his sister plus his sister plus
and the two other. Now there was 3.
Oh, yeah. Two other in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was okay. Adelita, right? Adelita.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just don't care. Adelita. It's. I guess it's nice to see like her and Angel and the baby and all doing.
But you know what? That's another thing. You had a strong character in season 1 in Adelita that was fighting for the rights of the people and everything. And what is she doing this season? Okay, she got her baby the like gruesome. A crucial way. It was very gruesome. But then after that, what does she be doing?
They don't know what to do with her.
No, they don't.
Apparently, they're pairing her with the sister of El Vaquero.
Vaquero's sister. Yeah.
And then that bodyguard. Okay, let's get into this real quick, right? So, all right, so Adelita does her little deed, right? And then she's with, I don't know where that's all going. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that frustrates the shit out of me. Is that one, Galindo is working with Vaquero's sister. Why does she need him? Why does she need him? What's the point of him? Why are they teaming up?
Well, because they're paying the character to be part of the show.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, they present. Okay, so in that conversation, I think it was just Marcus, and it was just Easy at that conversation, wasn't it? At that table.
Yeah, it was Marcus and Easy, correct, on the one side of the table.
No Angel. It was just Marcus and Alvarez. So at the end of the season 4 finale, you see the drugs that they presented in that conversation, and they wanted to make a deal, and this is why Patrino Marcus gets voted out. Essentially, is because they need that pipeline and all that shit. Somebody burns all this drugs. Somebody burns everything.
Do we know who it is?
Everybody says it's Angel. Everybody says somebody says it's Jax. Jax
is dead. Let's get over this.
Everybody says all that. There's only a handful of people who are there, so it's either Marcus or it's either Easy or it's even either Adelita or not Adelita or maybe Miguel. It might be Miguel. I have a strong feeling it might be Miguel. Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's Angel.
How is Angel? How does he know? Because Easy told him something?
Hold on a second. Well, yeah. Angel, everybody knows about the drug because Easy, that's his whole focus. But did you see his face when he's asking for his vote?
Yeah. Like
Angel doesn't want because now he has a son. And he understands. And actually, I truly believe it would have been a better storyline for the season finale if Angel would have stand in ground and be the only one that says, no, I'm going with Marcus.
No, that would have been nice. That would have been a good idea. That's how you set up more tension.
Exactly, because still up to this day, nobody knows that Adelita is back. Nobody
And you,
knows that he has his son back. Nobody knows that Angel has a son.
and you know what? That would have been a good cliffhanger to leave the season to season 5. But of course, they want to do other shit. Here's my main
Whatever.
problem. I don't think it's Angel because I think I don't know how he would know where that freaking warehouse is. Like there wasn't
It,
enough information that easy passed along for him to know.
you know who it is?
Who?
Happy.
Yeah, it's probably Happy. Yeah, where's he been?
Because he's the
You're
only.
never gonna see the full like them promising you more war, like actual chaos next season. With who? They're not gonna bring everybody back. They
It,
Tig had to
it,
mention Chibs again. Just mention him.
it's Happy because he's the only one that wears a hoodie like this since season 1.
Yeah, maybe. My whole complaint is like there was absolutely no guarding of that drugs in that warehouse. Nobody was standing guard. All that drugs and all that money, nobody was standing guard to
It
protect
must
it.
have been the same guard at S.O.A when Juice was able to steal that key of heroin.
Yeah. Well, remember Coco stole one too.
Same guards.
Jesus. Yeah. Terrible. All right, let's get back into the comments because we're gonna.
Yes.
My battery's running low, so we're gonna finish off with some comments here. And now Taza will suffer the same fate as Vito in Sopranos. Oh, Vito. I don't remember. Oh, I think Vito was the gay one. And then he came back. Oh yeah, and he came back, and then and then they whacked him. Maybe. They had to vote him out if they lose the. Oh, we just talked about this. The heroin trade. They lost their power as a club in jails. Mark is always bowing down to the Suns when it comes to war. Like I said, it's a different perspective now with Marcus. I do agree that Marcus eventually would have to step down and let the future take over, right? But you're right, Sandra. I think he was thinking about Jax in mind when he's thinking about everything that's going on. He's tells them constantly, "I've seen this all before," and it leads to nowhere. It's just like revenge, you know. It's just like you watch Boys in the Hood, you watch those gangster movies or those hood movies, which they have a story to tell you that's real life. Is that when you shoot a brother down, you come back and you shoot their cousin or whatever and family member. It's just a cycle of hate and a cycle of
And you,
revenge.
and you have to watch Snowfall because that's going to be also
We will
your
be doing
revenge of
that.
drugs.
We will be
Yes.
doing a live reaction starting from season 1, episode 1, all the way to the newest season that's going to happen. So I'm excited to do that. I'm also doing the boys reviews. I will be doing live reactions, I think, for the boys, and I love the boys. My God, how does a bonkers show be better than Mayans? That's what I want to know. Remember Hank went to El Padrino's house? Yes, that's what that was the comment. Big Love said that. I forgot about Nestor. We all forgot about Nestor. Remember Gilly has disrespected Jack several times throughout the series. Yeah, he has. I mean, that's why I think Elgin. I don't know what's up with Elgin James. I don't know if he even really. I think he definitely had such a big fallout with Kurt that he maybe harbors some ill feelings towards, and he probably gets a lot of hate mail too about Mayans and how it's just this is not S.O.A. So I don't know. They must paid him so much money because he said, "I'm not gonna come back just for a cameo. I don't want one-time deal." They played
See?
all pay,
That person heard the same comment as I did.
paid a lot of money to. Yeah, well, everybody did. I think I've heard this comment all around, and yeah, money talks for sure. They're trying to get. I think Elgin said that he wants to try to get Nero back. So Jimmy Schmitz. Why? For what? To ruin the legacy more? Just stop it. Why? Why would we need him? There's nowhere in this like what you're trying to tell.
Leave Nero on his farm with
And
his
don't even
kid.
touch the kids. Don't even touch the kids. Don't just
Yeah.
let somebody else handle it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, guys, like I want this show to be done with, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want S.O.A. to be done. I would love for maybe First Nine. I think it's time for First Nine to. I think First Nine would be the best project they could do after this, if they ever do any more. But honestly, guys, with the ratings that are happening, and I don't see it. I think this is it. I think we're done. After if they do get a season 5, I think that's it. But if they're gonna do something, do a First Nine. I think it's time to do it now. Felipe, nah, Marcus was always ready to go to war in S.O.A. if need be. Like he said in the episode, he's getting older and his perspective is changing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why the special effects are so bad. They spent that money on Tig's salary. That makes sense. That makes sense. Diego in the Suns, they never really want to a full war, and even had he's kid his kid killed. Diego in the Sun. He's responding. I think they need to cancel the show and make first nine. Totally agree, little. Totally agree. It's time to do first nine. I think it's time to do first nine. Wait till next season. Jax's son might get patched. Better not. I don't want to see it. Please do not even touch it. If somebody's gonna touch it, you need to bring Kurt Sutter back and have that approval. Really. The CGI money went to Kim Coates. Everyone's agreeing Kim Coates took all the money. It took 10 episodes to realize that. It took season finale for Marcus to realize that. They need to cancel the show and make a show about Nestor as a security guard. That would have been entertaining. Them not tell Marcus why they are in war is a clear sign of disrespect they have for Marcus in the Mayans. Well, I always felt like, just because, Jax was called, like, they still had, this is still like old wounds, there's still old wounds from this war. And like I said, like, oh, man, Marcus should have, if honestly, he should have been a son because he was that good of a soldier. But he did his own thing, he did his own thing. And we talked about it in our, we do have a commentary on S.O.A. episode 1, season 1. Nails needs to go. Everything snowballed into a insurmountable problem because of her. If she simply went home and had dinner with Hank, all of this could have been avoided. She did have a chance to be with Hank. I'm glad that they didn't bring that back up with Hank and Nails, though. But once again, Nails. After she loses a baby, that's it. She's gone. That's it. What was the point? What was the point?
The point of the conversation with her and Angel?
No, what was the point of her being pregnant and everything?
But the whole point is, what's the point of most of the storyline in this show?
Yeah, they don't know what they're like. I think they just like have ideas and they throw it out there, and they don't know how to fully like really have the roots of the idea to make a tree. They just want a tree, I believe that Nestor will betray the Mayans and rejoin with Galindo cartel. That's my prediction. I don't know. Maybe. We don't see enough of him to really know.
No.
I will be back for season 5. My role with Soledad and Galindo will be revealed. Lincoln Potter. How dare she kiss Hank's cheek only to insert a dagger into his back? Yeah, Beast really does not like Nails. Nails belongs in the streets. Jesus, Beast. Conche, Gabby, and JJ would be alive if it wasn't for what is going on with Net. No, I'm done with.
Oh, they went on a rampage on Nails.
Little rampage on Nails, yeah. Marcus should have told Santo Padre about Montez in the beginning of the episode. Have Bishop tell Marcus they contact Sam Crow. Mayans and Sons ambush Taza. Finale, Bishop faces down Taza and kills him. Yeah, you know what? Bishop should have killed Taza.
I would have rather have that storyline.
I think the fans know what they're talking about. I thought it was too soon to kill Conche. Yeah, because I thought they were building. I thought it was gonna build up for more like at least a fist fight. Sons had a lot of fist fights. The show doesn't have a lot of fist fight. Yeah, like Jax. Jax was really throwing haymakers a lot. JJ should have been in season 3 instead of Gabby. I'll agree. Because the easy love interest doesn't really interest me. I like Gabby. I didn't love her. But if you're gonna bring JJ in and really, because that could have been super interesting, really like him dangling that to him, and maybe even him bringing him in, and then once he gets more power, then he kills him off. That would have been good. She's chill. Gabby played her role. In my opinion, her death was wild though. She was acting dumb. So yes, I still agree that what Gabby told when Gabby tells Easy, like, I got to tell on Angel, Easy did the right thing because she was gonna, out Angel. But it was just dumb. It was just dumb how It happened to be that hospital. They kidnap her, and it was just a mess, man. Gabby didn't need to go out that way. Like they honestly, the letter would have been fine, and that's it. Just telling her where she is, and that's it. You didn't have to kill her like that. But the showrunners want Easy to really show Easy's mental stability afterwards. So stupid. JJ and KJ should be alive, and Nail should be. Oh my god, I didn't know this was Beast. Beast. Freaking Beast, man. This guy's crazy. Maybe mine shouldn't have had a main character. Probably something like The Wire with multiple main characters. Yeah, but I want to trust these writers for sure. But you could do that too. You could have like you know who does it really good, and I know it's not like a drama piece, but Always Sunny in the Philadelphia does it fantastic. They have Charlie D, Frank, Dennis, and they're all individual characters, and they're all their main characters, and they all have like something to play in like every episode. FX, that show has been going for like 13 seasons, 14 seasons, or something like wild like that, and yet it's still funny and still fresh. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know why those right. Well, it's Ron that's writing that. So Mac. Let's see, the JJ character needed to be on the show. Sutter made him a rat. The JJ character needed to be on the show. Sutter made him a rat. Don't you think people in jail would have found out he made a deal? They just didn't develop him right. Yeah, they didn't develop him right. That's what we're saying is that, yeah, of course, people probably know about Easy, but you don't, if you don't develop it, that story is going nowhere. So why bring it in, But Easy's a badass. I like his character turn. What was so Fry likes Easy's character turn. Doing before wasn't working. What he's doing now is working in his favor. Like I said, I don't know what to think of it. Honestly, I guess I would have to like see if I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I don't mind the character turn, but they didn't really give us a reason why. Yes and no. I mean, they did like he. I don't know. I don't know anymore with Easy. When it comes to war, everyone forgets it wasn't for the Mayan. Sam Crow would have been killed off in jail in season 4. When it comes to war, everyone forgets if it wasn't for the Mayan, Sam Crow would have been killed off in jail in season 4. Yeah, because didn't they have beef with some, like when they were in jail, right, Sandra? Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. James said he was supposed to kill Manny earlier in the season, but changed his mind. Okay. Okay.
So it would have been a one appearance and then you're dead?
I guess. Then why keep him on there? I don't know.
To kill him at the end? I don't know.
She hit the nail on the head on the difference between the character changes between Jax and Easy. Yep. S.O.A. didn't even know Marcus was the founder of Mayans, yet they went to a full war in 92. That's why Juice needed to pull intel on him in episode 1. Can't remember. How do you feel about Miguel coming back? I liked his early arc. Will he reign once again as a powerful cartel leader, or will it just be this personal I'm your brother drama? I think both. I'm your brother drama, and then also that's why I think he was probably burning the heroin, because of course he doesn't want like El Paquero's sister on top. Maybe he'll like, I don't know. Yeah, somehow Miguel is gonna try to get back on top for sure. Maybe he will use Easy's. He'll tell him like, listen, we're brothers, but we could come together on this.
Yeah, right.
Like
after
like
knowing that he killed his, after he found out that he killed his mother,
here's the thing,
hey brother.
Yeah, but he's gonna use him. He'll use him until the time need be. Maybe this is how Easy dies.
And Easy's gonna be dumb enough to say, yes, brother, I will help you.
Yeah, he is. Because the writers are gonna make it so they can have this happen.
Okay.
He has always been a monster since he was a baby. Isn't it a good reason for a character turn? It's lazy writing. Oh, Deadpool.
Agreed 100%.
Mm-hmm. That's just lazy writing. Deadpool status. This season started.
Hold on a second. How can he be the monster since he was a baby, but then he was the golden kid that went to school and everything else?
I don't know. I thought he was a monster. I thought he turned monster after his mom died, maybe. In jail. Whatever. The season started off pretty solid, but it went downhill very fast, like all the other seasons. All right, I'm gonna just read a couple more, and then my computer's gonna die pretty soon. Getting a lot of Father's Day messages right now. Thank you. I wonder if Nestor going to tell Easy how El Padrino saved him several times, even before he saved them in the Civil War. No, probably not.
Easy as his mate done. He killed, switched Marcus. That's done and over with.
Everybody, it's fun. They need to patch the Swole Boys over to the Mayans. It was hope because there's no hope with dope. Let's see some new comments real quick. There's been so many pointless storylines. I knew, CM Punk stuff was gonna go nowhere. Yeah, that was just a cameo. Honestly, I was surprised he was in. Was he in? He was only in one full episode, right? And then it was mentioned.
Two.
Was he in the second one?
He was
on
in
the
two
floor.
episodes because he was on the party episode,
Yeah.
and when he went crazy and wanted to kill himself.
Emily is just here to aggravate fans for show.
Agreed. She aggravates me.
She's gonna go to Easy though for sure for help.
Oh God.
We should be able to compare the shows. Because it's the same audience, so we're gonna be looking for at least some of the same qualities that we like.
S.O.A. to Mayans.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. When people say you can't compare them, and even before seasons, when we were talking it, like our earlier reviews, like the early reviews of season 1 and season 2 and all that stuff, I even said it's hard not to because like you have to, right? Because this is the same, like you're still getting S.O.A. members in these series. So of course you're going to compare it. I don't think I gave it a chance and I wanted it to stand on its own. I like, you got to let it, breathe. You can't just S.O.A. Like it could present something interesting and something different, but it totally dropped the ball on that. We should be able to. Oh yeah, I saw that exactly. 2 episodes. It's the same universe. It's the same universe. You can. I like to compare it to other shows that are out there that are doing a hell of a better job in having people talk. This show doesn't have. There's a fan base for it, but let's be real. This is not the biggest fan base for this show. If it was, you would have so many YouTubers on this platform talking about it, but there's only a handful of it. There used to be Taylor. Taylor was the main one, in my opinion. There's Fog that does his thing. There's Top Tens, I believe his name is. He does his thing. He's more positive. I like Top. He's I was talking to one of the subscribers on this channel, and he said I couldn't watch your stuff anymore because Top was a little bit more positive. And like I get it, he's more positive. I'm the type of guy that's gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you, and because not cut you, but I cut through the bullshit. Like I said, I praise it when it needs to be praised. I get when I'm frustrated and I'm ranting and I'm talking like this, it's because I care about it. Like if I didn't care about it, then I'd be like, I just want to give you an honest opinion, and that's not me. That's never going to be me. I'm going to give you an honest opinion, and either you like it or you don't. It's you got people covering this, and everybody has such a different, everybody feels something different about it. I think a lot of us too also feel the same of a lot of things. I watched I watched the videos, and we're kind of on the same basis. It's frustrating. We get frustrated with a lot of episodes like this, and we question the dumb decisions that these characters do. But that's why this channel is not just dedicated to Mayans or S.O.A. It's dedicated to other. It's a pop culture channel. I love TV. I love movies. I love collectibles. So I am watching other TV shows. I'm watching The Boys. I'm watching Miss Marvel. And you know what? Miss Marvel, I thought going into it, my expectations were super low, but it's actually a really fun show. We're going to watch Snowfall. I can't wait to see, why you love Snowfall so much. And I will critique the hell out of that too. When These are all these shows, and then you see, yes, of course, Disney's going to have the bigger platform, and people are going to want to talk more Marvel and all that stuff. But the problem is with Mayans, there isn't really a crazy amount of audience. Even the biggest channel that are talking Mayans, or the biggest channel, whoever it is, talking Mayans, I bet you they're not pulling a lot of a lot of views in there because there's not a lot of interest because the show hasn't given you anything to really be crazy interested in. I don't blame Taylor for stopping. Stopped at episode 3 this season because it's the same stuff. So I don't blame that. I'm gonna keep going. If season 5 happens, I'll critique it like I always do. But there's really it's really hard now. It's really hard to just continue this because it's but I gotta I'm going down with the ship, man. I'm looking at the Titanic and I'm seeing it sink, and you gotta just watch it go. But like I said, they can't. I don't think they could salvage the series, but what they can do is salvage a season. So if season 5 comes along, I hope that it's the best season. I hope they just get done with these storylines and don't introduce any more storylines. Finish it up. Finish Emily's. Finish Miguel's. Finish who? What Creepers at this point now? Gillies, finish it up. But like you said, if you're gonna continue to lie about the war, please, this is your final budget. Please give me a war. Please
Yeah.
give me. I don't expect anything from it because Charming's not coming back, guys. They're not gonna get everybody from Charming. It's not gonna happen. They might get maybe a couple members come in again with some cameos and all that shit. It's you know who the Mayans are gonna fight. They're gonna fight Isaac. That's who they're gonna fight. That's your main villain for next season. If they get in next season, is Isaac. Isaac's the guy that's going to, because they can't afford everybody else. They can afford Tiggy for one episode, and that's it. Kim for one episode. Okay, I'm done. I'm cool on Snowfall. They did the real Rick Ross wrong and never paid him a dime for creating a show based on his life. I'm cool on Snowfall. Well, we're gonna check out. You don't have to watch the Snowfall reviews, but yeah, we're gonna have more. We're gonna have more stuff on this channel too. Exactly what. Exactly because that's what you need to do. Your protagonist is make the audience not like him anymore. Well, you can have a protagonist not like him. I think what's so great. You can. You just got to be done right.
It's the build up that has to be done right.
Yes. Isaac, Terry, and Tig. Oh yeah, Terry's still alive. I'm sorry, Terry's gonna be involved too. Uh, the real war. Yeah. How many times have we heard that? The real war. You haven't seen
I thought
anything
I
yet.
thought I thought the real war was this season with the poster that we got in episode 1. It was all about the war.
And they had the audacity to play that one song when Chibs gives them the green light. Was it? Yeah, I've seen nothing. Oh, baby, I haven't seen nothing yet, or some shit like that. I'm like, dude, stop it. Just stop it. All right. Well, that's it. That's it, guys. I mean, my battery life is at 10% right now, but I think that's going to be it. I don't think I could really talk about Mayans too much. I have to really take a little break from this. I will probably present more videos of course, I'll have a video if they do get a green light for season 5. I think this is like their third or fourth show that most watched on FX. That's not really saying too much because I don't think FX has a lot, honestly. So we'll see. We'll see if they do get a season 5, and once they do, I'll make a video on that, and maybe I'll make a couple other videos. If they greenlight season 5, I'll make more like videos on it and talking about like maybe where they could go, individual storylines, blah blah blah. But we are gonna head into Snowfall. I'm gonna be doing live reactions of the boys. I'm gonna have a podcast on the final thoughts on Obi-Wan the series. You have just so many shows coming out, and then I'll have a couple movie reviews coming out. I'm gonna go watch Lightyear next week, so with my son, we're gonna do that. So All right, Sandra. I mean, another season down. I think I'm more frustrated this year than last year. I think I'm
Definitely.
more tired of the BS, and I'm an empty shell right now. I'm
I
an
was
empty
actually
shell.
excited at the end of last season, at the season finale of season three. I was excited for the future of season four.
I
Now,
was excited for this season, and then
now,
yeah.
I I
But
got
if you
nothing.
guys like it, that's okay.
To each
uh,
their own.
but you know what? What I want to do though, real quick before we leave, is I want to thank all of you guys for commenting. I want to thank you guys for still being on this channel. I know some of you guys left. That's cool. That's okay too. But I want to thank you guys for supporting this channel, supporting me, Sandra, all the boys on here too, and of course Taylor. You know, I want to give shout outs to Taylor because I know you guys miss her, and I know you guys loved her work. We miss her work as well. She was very good at it, but she is retired. Just to let you guys know, she's doing really good. Family's good. So shout outs to Taylor. And then, shout outs to Fog and Top. I know they cover a lot of Suns. They cover a lot of Mayans. I do watch some of their videos. So shout out to Top for sure. He's a funny guy. Maybe one day I'll do a collab with him. I know a lot of people want that. If he reaches out, I'll do it. But yeah, and thank you, Sandra, for joining me this season. I know we didn't do podcasts every Sunday, but it's good to do the finale and a couple here. And then I know you were busy. We all have busy schedules. So, and then you got to understand, guys, when I watch these episodes, it's like midnight and I have work in the morning. So, and I don't get paid for this channel. I do it because I love it. And I do it for you guys because do you want to know why I continue to review Mayans is because of you guys, and you guys like that content. So I'm going to continue to do it, whether you hear me bitch or not. So thank you, all of you. You guys are great, fantastic. Thank you, Sandra. Be sure to tell everybody about this channel. There's a lot going on here. Subscribe, of course. Share to your family, friends. Happy Father's Day. So yeah, until we'll see. We'll see if we get it next season. We'll see. But look for S.O.A videos though. I actually have a S.O.A nice little tribute video I'll be doing. I did the Coco one. If you haven't seen the Coco one, please go check out the Coco one. I think you could see it right when you enter my channel. But I think Sandra's gonna like my tribute video that I do for the S.O.A one. So you're just gonna have to wait
I
and
will
see.
be watching it.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one. You have a good one, Sandra,
You
and
too.
you guys enjoy